Hey, what up, guys? This is Caleb here. And just recently, somebody reached out to me and asked me, "So, Caleb, how did you find your first freelance graphic design client?" And I really thought about it and think that there must be a lot of people talking about this already on YouTube. And I just did a YouTube search and see like what are other information out there because I just don't want to create something similar to what other people are talking about, not to like copy somebody else's content. So one thing that I noticed is a lot of people recommending to go to conferences and like talking to your friends and see if you can get anything from like people, talking to people face to face. And if you're like a person like myself, right, like I'm not really good at making a conversation with stranger, especially at a conference. Like only talking to the CEO can really get you a deal, and you're not sure if that CEO is looking for a freelance graphic designer. So like that is gonna be a lot of time consuming going out and talking to people. So I never really do that, but I just want to share my ways, and I think personally, I think it's going to be a lot quicker and a lot more efficient when it comes to like looking for your first graphic design client. So just to put out there that like you have to have a good looking portfolio, something that you can show people when you're in a conversation with them. So without the work, then nobody's gonna hire you. Just to put it out there. If you're looking to like learn how to design graphic design UI and UX. I actually made a video about that as well in somewhere up here or in the link down below. Check that out. So there are two ways that I used to find design clients. One is more passive, what they call like inbound leads. One is more active, so like more outbounds when we reaching out to potential clients. So I want to talk about the passive one first. Like in the ideal world, right? Definitely it would be a lot better if clients just come to our ways and like just knock on our doors and say like, hey, so and so, I really want to work with you, right? So that is definitely the perfect world. But all of us know that the world is not too perfect, right? But anyways, you're gonna have to put your work out there, put your work, not just your portfolio website. Nobody's gonna be able to find calebblight.com or like whatever URL you have, right? Nobody gonna be able to find your portfolio link. So you're gonna have to upload your work on social media websites, on like Instagram. The ones that I don't really use Instagram, but the ones that I use are Behance, Dribbble. Dribbble is definitely a very, very important one that you have to have your Upwork up there. I am working not working. Working not working is like a more newer site, which I really want to promote because just recently I got reached out by UNO, which is like the kind of like the most popular design team on Dribbble. So you can see that big companies are using working not working to look for designers, so it's really working. So and I used Angelus because Angelus is a very good way to like get to work with potential startup. My actually freelance design clients reach out to me on Angelus, so Angelus is definitely very good. So if you have like your work on all this platform, right, then you're maximizing your chances of like being discovered by potential clients. So definitely don't miss any of these sites. Upload your work there. You can use the same kind of thumbnail to all of these sites, so it's like very convenient. So definitely, if you're not doing it already, go to put your work up there. I believe that like once in a while you're going to be contacting by potential clients. So the more active way I use is very similar to like my passive way. So on all of these platforms, they will have like a job posting site as well. I'm just gonna like show you kind of like my daily routine, things that I do every single day to find clients. So I already have like bookmarks of all of these sites on my kind of like my bookmark bar. So and I set them to be on a filter for like what I'm looking for as well. So every single day I'm basically just going to all of these links to see like if there are any new posting about looking for contractor freelancers. So those are my potential target customers, right? So let's say if I just go to that where I can see the job posts, like they're everywhere, so I can work anywhere in the world. They're looking for freelance, so if I like it, I'll just apply, right? So you can see like I basically click all of these links already. So Behance as well, like setting my filter, all of these links and say like full time, and see if you can like find any that are part-time or like freelance contract and remote everywhere in the world. Google is another very good place that I said, like you can set your filter in San Francisco, basically just anywhere, and you can see, like design a contract work. So that one seems good. Then I'll just apply, right? If I see anything interesting, I'm just gonna apply to it. The sooner you apply to a job post, the higher chances that you're gonna literally get the job. So working not working as well. You see like they are hiring full-time, freelance. So it's very obvious that like what kind of role the company is looking for, right? So I actually talked to this team already. Some of the other team that I applied to, I talked to them on a phone call with them too. So on Angeles too, Angeles definitely it's still like part of my go-to for working with startups. So Angeles is still another very good way. You definitely don't want to miss out. So you can see that I already have like all of my filter here, and then so yeah, you can basically just see that, right? So let's say, oh, this one is looking for UI and UX designers. I think that's great. I don't know what that is, but I mean, if I like it, right, I'm just apply. So you can see that contract, remote, San Francisco Bay Area. I think it's good. Then I'm just gonna apply to this one. I haven't checked this out today as well. So what I do is I don't type in my message every single time, but like what I do is, just going to copy and paste my go-to message. So one thing that I want to share about my message when I'm sending this out as well is to talk as little about yourself as possible and just let your work shine. So I want to bring your work as soon as possible, and maybe like some references of like what other people are talking about you. I also do a lot of coding, that's why I include it here. So Angeles is pretty good because you can see like who are you gonna address, right? So this guy is called B. Jordan. I don't know. I changed nothing and just send it. So as simple as that, right? Then there's another chance, right? So if you don't send any emails, you basically have zero chance. But if you send one, you may have like 1 or 2% of chances that people are gonna reply back to you, right? So I already talked to like a bunch of other startup on Angeles. You can see, on here I talked to them like so much. Like I have like a lot of people that I talk to. I'm gonna like have an interview with a few of them tomorrow as well. So yeah, Andrew is definitely a very good way to find clients as well. So yeah, that's pretty much like what I want to talk about in this video. Kind of like short and sweet. And if you like the content that I talk about, if you find it helpful, definitely give this video a thumbs up and share with your friends as well. Definitely like subscribe to my channel too, because I have a lot of like other things that potentially I can talk about. If you want to ask any questions, just ask me in the comment section down below too, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Cheers.